Hinsdale, Illinois, From Quaint to Credentialist by Duncan Ferguson. Hello, my name is Duncan Ferguson. I am from a medium-sized suburb called Hinsdale. Hinsdale is located in northern Illinois, about 30 minutes southwest of Chicago. This red dot is Chicago, and the green dot is Hinsdale. The village of Hinsdale has a population of 17,705 and is characterized by large houses, low crime rates, and good school systems. People often refer to Hinsdale as a bubble, as it is uncharacteristically nice relative to neighboring towns, but has a tendency to be rather exclusive and sometimes even pretentious. Why? Was the village always like this? Let's find out. The village of Hinsdale was established in the year 1873. A man named William Robbins is thought to be the founder of the village. He found out that the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railroad was going to run a track through what is now the middle of Hinsdale, so he bought most of the surrounding land. He platted the village in 1865 and began constructing houses, planting trees, and grading roads. He built the first school a year later, where the Hinsdale Middle School currently is. The village grew quickly and seduced wealthy Chicagoans and German and Swedish tradesmen. Moving into the 20th century, the village continued to grow. In 1899, the Hinsdale Club opened in the center of town, marking a turning point for social life in the community. Here, meetings, dances, plays, lectures, and bowling tournaments took place. As time went on, the older clubs started to die out and move towards the Women's Club, the New Hinsdale Golf Club, and a tennis club. As the village continued to grow, reaching a population of 7,500 by 1924, the Hinsdale Plan Commission was created in order to lay out a master plan for the village and to suggest zoning ordinances. So, the village was set up, with well-organized housing and roads. It was quaint. A small downtown area filled with mom-and-pop shops, a train station running through the middle of town, social clubs cultivating community life, and charming houses all made for a perfect suburban setting. So, how did the town's character change? We started with a cute, well-organized town, born into the growing Midwest. But, in the plains, there is not much to do in the way of activities, and most of the working population was employed downtown in Chicago. So, naturally, social clubs developed. First, we had clubs like the Hinsdale Club, open to all and available at the center of town. But it wasn't long before these social clubs developed further into more specific, exclusive, and elitist groups that held all the social power in the community. Now, if you did not belong to one of these clubs, you were not involved in community social life. So, everyone wants to join the clubs, but not everyone can, so the clubs have to become exclusive. I believe this exclusivity fostered an elitist mindset as if social life in Hinsdale is a competition. There, your social status is based on credentials. It is similar to the high school resume building you see today. High school students overwhelm themselves with clubs and sports because it builds up their resume and they look better to colleges. Just like how being in the social clubs gives you higher social status. Belonging to the Hinsdale Golf Club, for example, is a huge staple of social life in Hinsdale, as it is extremely expensive and exclusive. Unfortunately, this competition in Hinsdalean life drove parents to use their children as a means of social climbing. The parents of Hinsdale love to show off their kids' academics and athletics to their friends. So, parents push their kids to take more honors classes, play more sports, and join more clubs. The social competition now encompasses the children of Hinsdale as well. And let me tell you, competitive it is. The atmosphere of Hinsdale Central High School is cutthroat and pressure-filled. Everyone is the same, so everyone has to go above and beyond to set themselves apart from the crowd. Everyone is an honor student, everyone is a tri-sport athlete, and everyone is the president of multiple clubs. Now, as these social clubs developed, so did the town. It was established as a wealthy suburb of Chicago early on, and its organization and former planning allowed it to run smoothly. This allowed for ease when it came to things such as the World War II scrap metal drive. The village was very involved and successful with this, putting the town on the map and attracting more and more wealthy Chicagoans. So, later in the 20th century, people started tearing down homes and building new ones. The village is now only bringing in upper-class white families that want to tear down the old-style Victorian homes and build up huge stone mansions with elevators and pools. These new manors raised real estate prices. The schools climbed national rankings, driving the real estate prices up even further. Now, the village is unattractive to those who aren't at least upper middle class because everything is so expensive. This is also why none of the businesses can seem to stick. Rental rates for business spaces downtown are so expensive that only big names like Verizon and Starbucks are able to keep their prices down. Now, people only eat or shop downtown for special occasions. Otherwise, people shop online or go to retail stores in surrounding towns to get lower prices. This is another reason Hinsdale is unattractive to lower or middle class citizens. Everything from living in an apartment to ordering a pizza is so expensive, it's not worth it. There are also only so many businesses in town offering jobs, and most of said businesses are family owned. So, where are we now? Well, from World War II to the present, the population has more than doubled. The population is 90% white, with the estimated median household income becoming $180,769 in 2016, and the estimated median house or condo value becoming $909,418 in 2016, according to city-data.com. The downtown area of Hinsdale has not changed much since it was built. It is still 4 blocks with no buildings more than 2 stories. Businesses come and go, but none stay for long. The local Starbucks and Verizon stores are the only ones that seem to last, minus a few locally owned family shops, such as the sandwich place, this car wash, and this restaurant. So, Hinsdale is filled with rich white people who are competing with each other to see who looks the best in the eyes of the other. I believe this to be the reason people from neighboring towns think of Hinsdale as pretentious or think that Hinsdalians can be snobby.